So as kids, we were mostly joyful, and now as adults, misery seems to be. So somewhere along the way, we lost sight of who we are. So this is day 6 of 90 of compassion. And I invite you to think about how everybody on the planet suffers. The reason we want to think about how everybody suffers is because when we realize that everybody's suffering, it makes us think a little bit more on how we interact with them. Like normally when we feel some sort of pain or negativity, we just kind of lash out. We just kind of send out our pain and suffering without even realizing it. But if we realize that people are already suffering, then it makes us want to just be a bit more kind and just be a bit more conscious in the way we deal with people. Now, if you're wondering why I'm doing this for 90 days, it's because the reason we're miserable or we become miserable is because we don't just become miserable overnight. It takes a lot of effort day by day by day of feeling bad, of creating victimization mindset, of creating negativity to feel bad, to become miserable. And so the only way to reverse this is to create intention in the other direction. So if we focus on creating compassion for 90 days, then we're going to feel compassionate, we're going to feel better. I feel like I'm really just repeating myself, and I feel like it's really important to repeat ourselves. Like we shouldn't feel bored that we're creating compassion every single day. We shouldn't feel bored that we want to move toward positivity. Even if like the feeling bored that we want to create positivity or compassion is like saying we don't want to feel compassionate. Like how come we don't feel bored to create misery? One of the big reasons why we tend to create a victim mindset is because things don't happen the way we want them to happen. And when that happens, we're feeling frustrated. And so it's important in those moments to just be in acceptance of what's happening. Things happen. Things could go the way that we think. If we put energy into thinking, like feeling hopeful, then things start to feel hopeful and become hopeful. If we put energy into feeling miserable, then things never work the way they want. There's always going to be cases or exceptions to this. Like if we put a lot of energy into feeling hopeful, the universe is going to challenge us. It's going to be like, it's going to put us into the most unhopeful situations. And if we're trying to be hopeful, then we have to retain this feeling during our most unhopeful moments. So that's it for day 6. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you tomorrow.